Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and come on to do a video on the Nag Hammadi scriptures. And one text that I really liked was the Exegesis on the soul. It uses New Testament literature. It uses examples from Homer, which is pretty awesome, and Judaism. And what I'm finding is a lot of the literature out of the Gnostic texts very hard on Judaism. So as I go through some of this literature and talk about it, this is a disclaimer. You know, I read all kinds of literature, and because I'm discussing it between groups, there's a lot of conflicts, and I don't want my Jewish viewers or viewers who sympathize with Judaism to feel that I'm espousing these views at all. And just like when I talked about Judaism, I kind of didn't want Christians thinking that I was 100% Jewish, even though I might sound a little hard on Christianity. So I guess that what I want to do is, and why I like the text, the exegesis on the soul, is because it kind of fits the way I think. And if I was writing such a text, I would use all those sources. So I was very surprised of them using things like Homer, because I believe you should in discussing and showing examples of religious ideas and theology. So the writer did that. So in the text, you can kind of compare it to the prostitution motif. The exegesis of the soul discusses how the soul commits adultery and sleeps around until finally it's restored, and it's pretty amazing. This also would compare, if you're into Dead Sea Scrolls, you could read The Wiles of the Wicked Woman. I believe I have have a video on that where I read about that along the same lines, and then also compare Hosea, the text of Hosea, and it's pretty interesting. The allegory of the marriage of Hosea and his wife and the whole thing. So that's also another comparison. So I really enjoyed that particular text. I'm gonna post it in the link rather than drone on, and let me know what you think. And I've been reading a lot of the texts that deal with the theology. Gnostic theology is tough, and it's some of the hardest theology that I've read, simply because I wasn't used to the terminology. And probably second to this, I think that the Vedas were a lot harder than the Gnostic theology. So the first time I sat down to read the Rig Veda, it was completely overwhelming, and I had no idea what I was reading. But later I tend to come back to this stuff and figure it out for the most part. You never figure it out 100%, but so take care, friends. Just wanted to say hello. Doing fine, and was reading till about 4:30 a.m. last night. So me and Mrs. Wimmer are gonna go to the mall, and the apartment is trashed. So I had to angle the camera at different angles so you didn't see the mess. And we're right in the middle of doing some laundry, and the cats are running around. Music's going on upstairs. So what I did was I did get the big bookshelf behind me, because whether you're smart or not, it just makes you look smarter on cam. So let me know what you guys think about that too. Take care, friends, and remember, everybody's thinking alike, and somebody isn't thinking.